Right then, Magical Monday here. Got a full day. I'm at my first job right now. I had to go down halfway and meet DTR to get the parts I needed for this job. It's a freezer rebuild, compressor, starter, things like that. I'm on the home stretch here. It's going on midday already. I got 5 calls today. One of them is hanging a door on a reefer, and the rest are all diagnostics, all up here in the pickers where I belong, so that's good. I can't believe yesterday I worked out the shop. Got bay number 1 cleaned out, moved all the steel over into bay number 2, opening up bay number 1, which allowed me to drive a vehicle in there for the first time. I brought the Jeep in there to do an oil change, and I realized in short order that even though the garage looks big, it's not. I don't know what I was thinking. I was going to have bay number 1 as the shop, put up a wall between bay number 1 and bay number 2, and have bay number 2 be where I keep all my woodworking tools, like my table saws and shit like that. And yeah, that ain't gonna work. I got no room to move alongside a vehicle when it's in bay number 1, especially once the tools are on the wall and the workbenches. It's basically a 1-car garage. I have no idea what I was thinking of putting a wall between bay 1 and bay 2. The wall is now going to go between bay 2 and bay 3. Yep. So all of bay 1 and bay 2 are going to be a shop. Now, in the future, when Scrunch moves up and we're cohabitating, and I'm letting her park her car in the garage during the winter. In the summer she doesn't need to, but during the winter, there'll be enough room in bay number 2 for her to pull a car in. Most of the shop tools, the fabricating tools, will be along the walls of bay number 1. The woodworking tools will be along the wall of bay number 2, and the shelves that are in there now, I'm going to have to do something creative with for those. I'll figure it out. But there'll be plenty of room in bay number 2 for Scrunch to pull her little car into. Bay number 1 will have the Argos in it, because I'll be wrenching on those. And there'll be room to move. But last night I realized I pulled her car into the bay to check the air in the tires, and even with her small car, I was visualizing it with a wall, and I'm like, what am I doing? No. So bay 1 and bay 2 have to be the shop. Bay 3 will be for storage for the bass boat. Hopefully someday I'll get a new reliable engine for that thing, so I could either start using it or I can sell it. One of the two. I'll probably sell it. Even though I built it, took me 3 years to build, I can get rid of it. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, but it was kind of nice to pull the vehicle in the garage, turn on the furnace, get it the furnace. That heater did great, heating that great big garage stall, even without any insulation on the walls, no ceiling in to hold the heat in. It heated that whole building pretty comfortable in about 30 minutes. So that was good to see. It'll roast me out of there once I get everything insulated. So it's a good thing it'll be on a thermostat where it'll come off and on. So So that'll be nice. What else? Oh, Scrunch and I got in a fight last night. Yeah. I was out in the shop doing my thing. She was in the house cleaning. She wanted me to make sure I told you all this. She spent 3 hours busting her ass cleaning my house. So, I told you that. She knocked a lamp off a table and it broke. When I came in the house, she said, "Oh, you're going to be pissed at me. I broke a lamp." And she apologized. "I'm sorry." Now, normally, I would... It wasn't a lamp. It wasn't a special lamp. It wasn't like something I got from my parents from Persia or an antique or anything like this. It was a tchotchke lamp I got at a discount store. But I liked it. But it wasn't the end of the world, right? Turns out I got a backup. Anyway, so I didn't blow my stack. I didn't get all bent. But I did have a facial expression on my face that apparently traumatized her. And then in a quiet, subdued tone, I said, "Well, it would be nice in the future if you were just a little bit more careful when you're flying around cleaning the house, and just, not a bull in a china shop, and, pay a little bit more attention." But I said it quietly, subdued. She hackles went up. F this. I thought she was going to go off the reservation, take her ring off and throw it at me. "I want a divorce." But no, she didn't do that. But she got upset, and she went up to her room and spent the night in her room watching mindless drivel on her laptop. She didn't even eat dinner. What was going on? She didn't even eat dinner. I made dinner for myself and sat down in the lounge. We didn't even say goodnight, nothing. And this morning, when she came down, she was still all bent. And I was gentle and calm, and I tried to calm her down. And she said, "Yeah, you sounded just like my dad, bossing me around," or something like that. Well, you need a daddy. Yeah. I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm going to sprain my elbow for not making a bunch of smart-ass comments and getting upset. But like I said, it wasn't a lamp that had any sentimental value or anything to me, but it's okay, I guess. But anyway, so that happened. Kate and Rob. Wait till you hear this. All right, Rob starts blowing up my phone this morning. And I was busy at the shop loading, trying to find parts and load stuff and talking to Ian and stuff like this. So I just let it go to voicemail. He's like, "Call me as soon as you can." So when I get a chance, I'm driving, I give him a call. He goes, "You're never going to guess what happened." I'm like, "All right, what happened?" He said, "This morning I was getting in my truck, getting ready to roll out, and I forgot something, so I got out of the truck. I turn around, and there stands Kate in her bathrobe, sobbing." I'm like, okay, what's going on? Kate had a dream or a vision last night that Rob was killed in an accident in the truck. She said it was pretty vivid. There was blood all over inside of the cab. And she was standing out in the driveway, a whole different creature. "I love you, I love you, I'm sorry," and hugging him, not wanting to let go. Yeah. So now Rob's on the hope train again. So all of the plans that he partook of this weekend, getting an apartment, separate checking account, now that's all on hold. Now, me being a pessimist sometimes, the first thing I thought of was she doesn't want to lose the house. She's realized the red line has been drawn in the sand. Rob could leave at any time. He's making the process happen. He's almost out the door. And she probably realizes she won't get to keep the house or her toys or anything like that. And the divorce is going to be a sticky mess. And at the 11th hour, she magically had a dream and is now sobbing, crocodile tears, maybe, hugging him, apologizing, saying she loves him, she's in love with him, she doesn't want to lose him. I told Scrunch. Scrunch had the same reaction I did. She doesn't want to lose the house. That's what Scrunch said. Yep. Yep, she knows. Yep. And she knows Rob's going to walk. Yep. Unreal. So that happened. So he's putting everything on hold. He does have, he was watching the weather, he does have today and tomorrow down in Illinois, southeastern Illinois, where he's driving through lake effect snow from Lake Superior or Lake Michigan or whatever the hell that lake is. So he will be driving through a snowstorm. So he's wondering if Kate's vision was real or not. I said, well, now you know she had a vision, and now you won't be so lackadaisical behind the wheel, nodding off. You stay on your toes, you know. Watch out for multi-car pileups, shit like this. I couldn't do what he does. Nope. 90% of the time you got clear, sunny, good weather driving, and then the other is just white-knuckle panic. I couldn't do it. Nope. So that happened. Yeah. Other than that, I don't really have anything new to report. So I guess I'll make it short and sweet, and we'll chime in later if I think of something, and we'll go from there. So talk to you soon.